Good afternoon. This is JB Jeremy, JB Jeremy 89 on the Instagram. Want to give you a midweek sports update. This video is going to be relatively short. I will also have another video coming out that will talk about something. First thing though that I want to bring up is the matter of my hat. The hat says Educators Night, and the reason I'm bringing it up is for a few reasons. First of all, if you haven't known already, Central Ohio, and pretty much now the majority of Ohio, will start to do the year remote. But also education is important. We never want to lose that aspect of anything that goes there. This hat will also relate to the next video I'm doing if you think about how it is Educator Night for the Columbus Blue Jackets. It might reference a team that was coming into town before the Blue Jackets. Anyway, the reason I wanted to go ahead and bring up a midweek sports update is the first thing is about Columbus Crew SC. A tough loss in penalty kicks last night. Jossie Zardes got his fourth goal of the MLS's back tournament. He was really turning into being one of the top goal scorers of MLS, so good job for Jossie Zardes. The main thing, though, that I brought up about that game is I watched a fair amount of it. I watched the first half and the majority of the second half, as well as the shootout for penalty kicks. The problem, though, that I really felt with the the Crew in that game was that they were not taking opportunities with their attacks. The attacks were coming out flat. Watched plenty of attacks in that first half that they just could not get, that final piece there. They weren't even getting the shots off. Now, it's one thing when you get the shot off and you don't score. Yeah, cool, fine. But it's another thing when you were actually seeing them, like they were trying to get players completely onside. There was no offsides necessary, and they were making really poor passes, poorly timed. Well, anyway, a good win. I'm not going to take anything away from Minnesota. They did win the game fair and square. The refs called it fine. But the real thing that's come up now with sports is the first thing is with baseball. We have a team right now that is not going to have any games until Sunday. The Miami Marlins, formerly the Florida Marlins. I actually remember I went to a game there, 1997. They played the Chicago Cubs. That's for another time. But the Miami Marlins, 17 associates. And I say associates because there's like 15 players and two of the staff that are with the traveling party have COVID-19. And it's like that's over half your traveling squad for the players. Right now with extended roster, you're still seeing that. But main thing that I'm thinking about is, what does this mean for baseball? I'm a Yankees fan. You already know that from a previous video. Yankees didn't have a game Monday and Tuesday because the Marlins had played the Phillies. Well, they were like, we don't want to share the same locker room as them. What if all of a sudden we get it? Makes sense. Anyway, right now, MLB has had to redo the schedule. Phillies aren't going to play the Yankees in New York today. No, New York is going to Baltimore. This is getting to a point where it's ridiculous. They're eventually, in my opinion, going to have to make a decision like this. East Coast is seeming to be where it is mostly at. Why not have just the Central and the West teams play? They're only going to play each other because it's right now the AL East plays the AL East and the NL East. The American League Central plays the AL Central and the NL Central. And the American League West plays the AL West and the NL West. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe not have a World Series this year, but what we can do, and this is a good thing if you think about it, what we can do is still let them play little pool tournaments to keep the fans interested. What I've ended up doing is buying this, MLB The Show. I bought it today. Main reason is because I have a feeling baseball is soon to be postponed, or better yet, maybe canceled for this year. Anyway, just want to bring up a few other things. There are some exciting UFC fights that will be coming up this weekend. No predictions yet, but there will be a prediction video that will come out Friday night or Saturday morning, so please stay tuned. And then there will be another video this afternoon that will come out, and it brings up the fact of Columbus Blue Jackets, but was there a hockey team here before? Find out then. Until then, this is JB Jeremy, JB Jeremy 89 on your Instagram feed. Stay safe.